Haunted Hearing Aid. Recorded live by Luigi C. Russo, Chief Poet Officer of PoetLuigi.com. He will also comment on various entertainments recently consumed. And now, let us hear. Air warms. Slugs, fireflies, mosquitoes, millipedes, centipedes, pillbugs, grubs, salamanders, toads, frogs, snakes, mice, groundhogs, bats, gnats, cats. Life forces are being drawn, sucked into the nose, slowly forming mouth lips of blue cold. Prior to life force being absorbed, sucked in a meal, the living creatures are gravity pulled to the dirt, dragged against will, tightly on ground, dragged and shredded, as being forced in a direction natural instincts choose not to go. But shredded existence is now. Death, darkness, chaos are life. Gone is the original life force. With the stench of a mile radius, all living attraction, except plant, tree, life, become an inclusion of a dark death force. Rising from the swamp site, immersing, lips slow, yellow, jagged teeth of a snarl, skin a murky brown from mud lakes, rotted lives, slowly rotted existence takes shape to the final color of what is now the forehead, no longer colored rot, but still a fleshly disease look. Upon a street in near sight of the Poland life strain is a young man walking his white poodle near the downtown of M. The young man notices his poodle keeps trying to cross the street in a hurried panic, something his poodle never does and never accustomed to. Tonight the poodle senses a shift. Then the young man senses a pull, but his senses fought the pull, stronger, stronger, stronger. He began to try to cross the street. Then a car drove by, stopping his try. Only a yelp from his poodle. The leash wraps itself around his leg, straining both neck and calf. Pain seeps into the mind of both. Poodle yelps, digging her nails into nothing since the sidewalk is cement, hard, impenetrable. The young man is confused as the pull becomes stronger. Pain becomes stronger. His poodle is slightly rising. He sees her choking on the leash. He goes to grab her, but the sucking force reels the poodle in further, further, pulling him forth, now squeezing. Blood from leg, in which blood seeps towards a vacuum and force, cracking of bones, poodle limp and flopping in the winds, tongue wailing, flailing, tears of pain swift off, leg trying to be lifted, leash trying to be untwined, and pain so extreme, luckily he has a pocket knife. He goes to cut the leash, and as he does, his dead poodle's neck is split in two. Poodle head, poodle dead, poodle neck, poodle snap, poodle split, poodle neck, poodle split, poodle body. Into the night go poodle head, poodle body, freeing the leash strain and unleashed into the dark void of a location known to accumulate water, becoming swampy. Poodle gone, the empty leash creates a gravitational thrust of young man forward, who doesn't notice traffic coming towards him on his side of the road. Head first he plunges forward, head lowered, head hit, headlight, head crashes, headlight cracks, head splatter, headlight flickers, head dead, headlight light, head. Car of broken blood headlight swerves into incoming traffic. Car hits car. Car hits another car. Car piles upon pile. On driver notices body of hit head person is slowly being dragged by invisible something. Headless body down. Headless body drawn. Body glued to sidewalk slowly shifts into movement. Dragged movements dragging, scraping up over the mini wall. Hands softly forward. Body goes, mixing into the moonlight, going, gone. Onward the moon shines unhappily down into the rising mist. A car crash scene, no one dead, no one truly hurt, just crushed metal, just cell phones ringing, traffic stalling, and naturally, Two confused people. One who knew he hit someone's hand. One who saw a headless body be taken. Car scene fades into the background, up, into the night sky as below becomes a jam of headlights and flashing lights. Sky is calm, sky is dark. Scene shifts to town of R. Large white factory, previously owned by an electric company, but now a factory involved with making hearing aids. Airstream, let your ear scream. Just another routine, early morning hours, midnight to 2 in the morning. No one knows for certain. No one knows simply because it appeared the time always known froze and lacked mobility. The late hours are not moments to create more tiny mechanical miracles, rather a location of machine inspection. An employee spent hours prepping all mechanical piece lines, looks for the next day. A route was always in place based on shape of building. The building at one point was a large L. Over time, Airstream evolved into an E-shaped building, so the eyes of the sky or God would see the letter E. Basically, an employee would begin at the top right corner of the E, then move from left to right, down, then move from left to right of the middle of E and back. Right to left to go down E to make it to the lower left corner of E, finishing up moving left to right, then back, right to left, all the way up the entire straight line of E. Upon completing the E inspection, the employee simply referred to as the easy shifter became very uneasy. He began to notice the clocks were all acting funny. The clocks were turning backwards or not turning at all. And numerous sounds of darkened screams, hollowed echoes, tortured yells, demonic wails. The easy shifter didn't hear all those. He wore 2 aids. Not many employees of Airstream wear hearing aids or are hearing impaired. Mr. Airstream does offer discounts if one wears 2 devices. Usually one can buy one, get one. Or if one wears 1 device, get half off. Easy Shifter strolled by countless noises that would make those with hearing jump out of their skins. For Easy Shifter, his reactions were delayed. A demonic, deep-thrusting howl would pierce the aids, but Easy Shifter would simply deny such sounds. Since the sounds were unfamiliar, he wouldn't react in belief of the sounds. That concludes today's reading of Haunted Hearing Aid Volume 1, Evil is Here. Now, moving on to the Hearing Aid On, Hearing Aid Off segment. All right, with World Cup blooming and booming right now, I did watch Italy's last World Cup game. And it took place in 2014 versus Uruguay. And that is when, Chiellini got bit. There was a red card by someone. I can't remember who got a red card. Balotelli did go out. He was not impressive. And the goal that Uruguay scored that caused Italy to lose just made me sick. The game made me sick. It did. The last game, 3 World Cups ago. 4 World Cups because they missed the last 3. So 2014, South Africa. Get your hearing aid off. Don't want to talk about it. Robot Chicken Season 5. It just still funny stuff. A little over the top, a lot of masturbation, a lot of just oddball stuff, and I don't remember much of it because it's all these little tiny skits, and you got making fun of superheroes and G.I. Joe and Star Wars, and you name it, He-Man, on and on, Rainbow Bright, on and on and on and on. Still funny, get your hearing aid on. Five Finger Death Punch, titled Got Your Six. And I'm just like, ah, shit, another one. Just stop making albums. Stop making music. Hearing it off. Extreme. Extreme 2, Porno Graffiti, a funked up fairy tale. Well, they make the title a little longer. The subtitle, upon subtitle. But overall, nice overall sound. Got to listen to the late 80s, early 90s rock, and then, it wasn't really bad. I didn't pay attention to a whole lot of music around that time period, but they got the More Than Words, and Extreme, not bad. Hearing it on. Donald Fagen. Donald Fagen's The Night Fly Live. Oh man, it was just like a slow sing me to death. Awful, boring stuff. Hearing it off. Finger 11, Greatest Hits. All it was one hit. What was it? Show me. I don't even remember what the one hit was. It's been a long day. But that's it. Finger 11. Greatest hits. More like no hits, really, except for one. Hearing it off. This one. Enough's Enough. And the album is called Enough's Enough. And believe it or not, I dig it. Just it got that 80s look, heavy rock look, big hair look. But it's just like, I listened to the album, but probably barely no one else did at that time period or now. But still give them a hearing it on. Def Leppard, The Many Faces of Def Leppard. It was a 3 CD. It was a lot of their lesser known stuff, newer stuff, individual band members stuff, and it didn't hit too well with my hearing aid, so they get a hearing aid off. Pretty short this week. That's it, man. Have a good rest of this week, and watch some games for World Cup. Support the World Cup, but don't support any teams because Italy's not in it. So have a good one.